Good win tonight.
Thank you.
I asked you a couple months ago, I guess it was now, about Dominique Malonga. Dominique Malonga.
Yeah.
If you had a chance to see her, if you had a chance to scout her, how have we seen her game develop?
Well, I think, early on, because we were out here early, still trying to figure things out, right? New team, fully anticipated it would take some time. But I think that Seattle's done a great job bringing her along. In her minutes, she's just highly efficient and just getting more and more confident. And, she's going to be a great player.
You guys clearly playing without feet tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to say you had a chip on your shoulder, but you could appear you guys wanted to take advantage of what was in front of you tonight, and come in and give it all you got and see if you could walk away with the win. Obviously, you did. Will you talk about your players and their resilience to kind of play without their star player?
Yeah, and we've done it a couple times this year, but this one, also after a trade and kind of a little bit of change, and we had some players that had to really kind of step up, and we talked about. We talk about our big three when you're down one big three, then what the other two have to try to do and what the others can do to sort of help them and generate easy stuff for one another on the offensive end. Defensively, we need to be better than what we were tonight. We were fortunate, shooting 49% against us it's not the formula for success. But I thought second half, obviously we went to locker room down 8 and just not playing very well offensively. And so I don't know if we necessarily have a chip on our shoulder. I think we played that way in general. It's a confident group. We know obviously Fee's a great player and it's hard to play without your great player, but we're confident. Now, this is a group that has great belief in one another, and we just identified ways that the communication was just terrific. That, as we were working through our challenges, the level of communication always, Kayla McBride as a captain and somebody who's been here, she's usually at the forefront of the communication and identifying what needs to happen, communicating it, and just helping everybody on the floor.
Speaking about your acquisitions, your new work, talk about what DJ Carrington brought to your team today.
Yeah, I think Nay, more than anything, we wanted her to try to play without thinking and just try to do simple things. The things that I think Nay, like it's innate to her, is to compete, right? And whether it's offensively or defensively, live in your space that you don't play outside of yourself, and that's what we're going to try hard to coach. We coach that with everybody. And I thought she did that in her block, running in transition. That's her. I think that's the epitome of she's never going to quit. That's a competitor times 10, and happy for her. That the first game in a Lynx, helped us win a game. Without Nay's effort, and we had to move people around, and we had Carlton playing some 4. We had a little bit of foul trouble. We had an ankle injury, and just navigating, and Nay being able to kind of come into a group that's really established and try to fit and, try not to, I think when players come in, they try not to screw up what's going on. Mm-hmm. I thought she did a great job of just being herself. And then she had some players around her empowering her to do those things. So great first outing for her.
As a head coach, how difficult is it to tame somebody? I'm not sure how familiar you were with Dejanay's game, but to take this player and integrate into a team that, heck, you guys are winning games. You're on a win streak this season. How difficult is that to incorporate her into your game?
Well, I think this is basketball, right? So when you go from one team to another, it didn't change. It's still basketball. I think, having a shoot around, together to really kind of, a little bit of work, kind of going through offenses, simplifying what we wanted to do, I think is the best thing you can do for a newcomer. And we tried to do that with her. I thought she just played off of energy. And, when she had opportunities to drive and created contact, it got to the foul line, and, defensively was pretty good. Didn't go without, there were some mistakes for sure. But, I just think her confidence, we didn't do much to really focus on sort of integrating her. We just threw her out there and then just said, go play basketball, be yourself. And she did a good job of that.
Sometimes that works, right?
It does, yeah. Don't overthink it, right? Just go play.
That's all I had. Come say.
All right, thank you.
We'll go to Andrew on Zoom.
Andrew?
Asked you about Jessica Shepard's play tonight, particularly with her rebounding, as well as Maria's play too as well.
Yeah, I told them the bigs. I was really proud of the bigs. The play of Jessica Shepard, who's obviously is a good player in her own right. She started us for a couple years, and really confident player, is right now in the prime of her career. And so this opportunity for her to, kind of be at the hub of what we do on offense in particular. She moves the basketball. She creates shots for people. She knows when to call her own number to score it. And, the rebounding is what she does. And big time rebounding numbers for us, and assists and a couple steals. And Jess is a really smart player, and we needed her to play great. As Land got a little bit of foul trouble, then here comes Maria. Masha was pretty efficient. She was on the offensive glass, and a player that's still kind of, learning how to really impact for us overall, but is growing in confidence. And, obviously we're going to keep seeing that trio of bigs, and hopefully we can keep, fighting and earning opportunities to win a game.
Thanks, Coach. Have a scholarship afternoon.
Thanks.
Go to Chris Jones in.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. I just wanted to speak to you about your team's will to win, especially down the stretch without your piece of college. Those 4 big threes from Seattle, still staying in the boat to win the game. Just wondered, could you speak to that importance of this win, and also what would you rank it among wins of the season so far?
It was a gutsy win for sure. I think they hit 6 threes in a row. Believe it or not, the communication was, let's get them off the line. We did watch the Indiana game, and, we saw the opportunities for threes that Seattle had that just didn't go down for them. Well, they went down. We didn't think that they would lay down. We obviously need to do a little bit better in that space. But, the will to win, I think, at halftime, we just didn't like what we were doing offensively. We're just, 15 points off of our turnovers is just not a formula for success here in this building. And so we got that cleaned up, and they finished with 19, which is too many. But again, after a first half, thought we cleaned things up, and we were pretty efficient on offense. I love that we were tough getting to the foul line. We were gritty, and Courtney Williams showed up in the second half big time for us. And you're a part of the big 3, and one of your big 3 is down, and you got to be there for us, and she was.